Hello everyone, I'm Vijaya from Vijayaacademics. This is circular number 104. It is related to academic assessment. Let us see what is the subject of this circular number 104. SAFAL pilot February 2023 reports. We are pleased to announce the release of the school reports for the pilot of the structured assessment for analyzing learning SAFAL conducted in February 2023. About SAFAL, a competency-based assessment as per the recommendation at the para 4.40 at the NEP 2020 was launched by Cbse in its affiliated schools in July 2021. It is an annual diagnostic assessment to be conducted for grade 3, 5, and 8 to test students' achievements in curricular areas of mathematics, language, and EVS public science. The SAFAL pilot was conducted on a digital platform developed in collaboration with CDAC Mumbai in February 2023 for classes 5th and 8th. 1887 Cbse affiliated schools with the objective of testing administrative and technical readiness for conducting SAFAL at a large scale. Additionally, the data collected from the SAFAL pilot was used to guide the standard setting process for SAFAL. Accessing the SAFAL report. Please note that only schools that participated in the SAFAL pilot February 2023 can access the SAFAL school report. Steps for accessing SAFAL school report are given at Annexure first. To access the SAFAL report, schools can log in at the link given below using their LOCs, login IDs, and password. This is the URL given, http cbse safal.in reports. Understanding the SAFAL report. It is important for all schools to understand how to interpret the SAFAL school report. Hence, before delving into the report, we urge you to familiarize yourself with understanding the SAFAL report document available on the school report dashboard at the above link. It is advised that the crucial step should not be skipped. To get a better understanding of the SAFAL report, the document title Understanding the SAFAL report is also available as Annexure 2nd. It is essential to recognize that the SAFAL report serves as a powerful tool for schools to identify areas of improvement and implement targeted interventions. FAQ are available as Annexure 3rd. In case of any query or clarification regarding the SAFAL report, kindly contact us at, this is the number given, during office hours. You may also reach us via email at safal.query@cbsesiksha.in. We wish you the best in your continued commitment to provide quality education and foster excellence in your esteemed institution. Let us see in detail now what is given in the Annexure 1. Now, see, this is the Annexure 1. Steps are given here, how you are going to access SAFAL report. The first step says that open the SAFAL portal using the given URL. This is the URL. You are going to type it or you are going to click on this. https cbse safal.in reports. Step 2, you will be redirected to the login page. Enter the LOC login credential of your school. Just see here, affiliation number is given and password is given. You are going to add details in that given login page. Then step 3, click on the login button to log into the portal. Then here downside, you can see the login button. You are going to click on that. this another window will come. You will be redirected to the home page for SAFAL reports. Click the understanding the SAFAL report hyperlink and read the instructions thoroughly. See, these are the windows. After clicking on that, you will get. You are going to click on this, understanding the SAFAL report. Then next step is step number 6. Select the grade and the subject as per the report you want to view using the drop down option grade and subject. And after that, here if you will see grade, you are going to type the grade as this is grade wise a report. Okay, and here again you are going to choose the subject. You can now view the report of the selected grade and subject. Then you will get such kind of a report for that particular class. Just like here it has been given class 5th and language. So here the report is of class 5th and the subject is language. For other subject also you can do the same procedure. To view the performance of your school on each competency, select school in the report drop down. Then here you are going to click on subject and the competency report. In this way, targeted grade levels you will get. Step number 9, click on the SAFAL print icon for downloading or printing the report. And then you are going to get the report. See here, download option is there. To view the download, the report for another grade subject, combination, repeat steps 6 to 9. And for other classes, you are going to follow the steps, same. Now, this is annexure 2nd. The full form of the SAFAL is Structured Assessment for Analyzing and Learning. As a Cbse teacher, you should aware the full form of SAFAL. The full form of SAFAL is Structured Assessment for Analyzing Learning. Understanding the SAFAL report. Let us see now what is given in that report. This is for everyone. So it is a kind request. Please watch this video till the end. You are going to get a detailed information about SAFAL if you are having any queries related to it. So don't skip it. About SAFAL. The Structured Assessment for Analyzing Learning, SAFAL, is competency-based assessment implemented across grade 3rd, 5th, and 8th. The assessment measures students' achievement in key competencies across the curricular areas of mathematics, language, and EVS/science. The main objectives of SAFAL are to equip educators with specific and actionable insights into students' key competencies. This enables targeted academic support, ensuring students receive beneficial guidance to ensure enhance their learning journey. This is the first objective of SAFAL. Second is to supply schools with reliable, comprehensive data, facilitating and tracking of learning quality. This data empowers schools to make informed decisions and implement effective improvement, thereby enhancing overall learning outcomes. About the SAFAL report and reporting skills. SAFAL's assessment methodology results in a comprehensive school-level report wherein students' results are anonymized and aggregated at a school level. This approach is designed to offer diagnostic insights into how a student cohort within a specific school performs on the SAFAL assessment. The report leverages 2 primary metrics, scaled scores and proficiency bands. To deliver these insights, scaled scores, let us see what is it. Scaled scores, unlike raw scores, facilitate comparisons of SAFAL results across different assessment periods, thereby tracking progress over time and give more detailed information about student learning. Proficiency bands. These bands divide students' achievement into 4 clear levels. Each level shows the set of skills and knowledge that a student is expected to have at that point and any lower levels. By organizing students' achievement into proficiency bands, SAFAL enables a user-friendly and easily comprehensible view of student learning progression. Furthermore, through this detailed proficiency band reporting, SAFAL equips educators with precise information, empowering them to design targeted strategies to improve students' competencies. The four proficiency bands for SAFAL are depicted below. See, these are the bands given. These are the proficiency bands. First band is below basic. Second grade levels below. Basic, one grade level below. Proficient, other grade level, and advanced above grade level. And the scale is given from 100 to 500. And then bands are given below basic, basic, proficient, and advanced. Understanding the SAFAL report. For every grade and subject combination assessed, the SAFAL school report include these components. Consolidated report, this section presents the average scale score of your school. It provides a side-by-side comparison with the average scale score of participating schools of the district, state, and region to which your school is mapped. This comparative analysis deserves as a benchmark to understand your school's standing within the larger educational context. Proficiency distribution, student achievement based on their scale scores is stored into one of your proficiency bands. This section of the report illustrates the distribution of students across these bands in your school. In addition, it allows for a comparison with the proficiency band distribution at the district, state, and regional levels, and among all participating schools, providing a comprehensive view of students' performance. Competency report. This section explores each subject in terms of its distinct competencies. It provides a detailed overview showing the percentage of students at each proficiency level, either 2 grade below, 1 grade below, at the grade below, or above grade level. For every individual competency, this in-depth analysis aids in pinpointing the competencies where students are thriving or where they need additional academic support. See, all this is for the development of that particular child in that particular subject. And it is basically for the teachers also to understand the level of that particular child and what teaching strategies or remedies the teacher has to take for that particular child for the improvement in that particular subject. So this is the very good effort taken by the Cbse. Now, do's and don'ts after getting the report. You are not going to take it as your failure, as your success. Let us see what are the do's and don'ts. Use the SAFAL report as a source. Develop a comprehensive understanding of your school's performance through the findings. Identify competencies that students across grades have successfully mastered. Identifying areas requiring improvement across grades and accordingly devise effective teaching and training strategies. See, this report, by using this report, you are going to use different strategies for different students. You are going to understand what actually the things are there, which students are really lacking. They are needing extra efforts. So you are going to take it as a challenge for yourself. Now, here don'ts are given. You are not going to do this. Do not treat SAFAL as a traditional high-stake examination with pass-fail results. Do not induce exam-related stress. Hence, do not prepare students for SAFAL. Do not categorize a grade's performance as proficient or deficient based on the SAFAL report. See, this is basically for the students and for the teachers also to understand each other and for the improvement of that particular child and for the improvement in your strategies, teaching strategies as a teacher. As per the National Education Policy, NEP, the outcomes of an assessment such as SAFAL are intended solely for developmental purpose of the school education system. Therefore, SAFAL does not furnish individual student reports. So this is the important point you are going to keep in mind. These are the FAQs. Many teachers, they are having questions in their mind. Now, what is the proficiency scale? See, here the proficiency scale is given basic, below basic 100 to 254.49, basic 254.50 to 299.99, proficient 300 to 367.13, and advanced 367.14 to 500. What is proficiency scale? A proficiency scale in student assessment is like a structured system to measure a student's skill levels. It helps readers understand how well students have mastered certain skills or knowledge. It is like a ladder with different steps, where each step represents a progression from basic to more advanced understanding of skills. A student's position on the scale indicates mastery of specific skills, knowledge. Why is proficiency scale used for reporting assessment results? Why other things are not being used? Such kind of questions maybe you are having in your mind. So let us see the answer for this. Reporting students' assessment results using a proficiency scale makes it easier to understand a student's skill level and progress. It helps teachers identify areas the students need to work on and adjust how they teach to help the student improve. What is SAFAL proficiency scale? SAFAL proficiency scales group students' achievement into 4 clear levels. Each level shows what skill knowledge a student should have at that level, including skills of the level below. For example, a student at advanced level on the proficiency scale has the skills expected at the advanced level as well as the proficient, basic, and below basic level. Similarly, a student at proficient level would have the skills expected at the proficient level as well as basic and basic below levels. There are total 6 skills, one for each subject and grade combination. The subject for grade 5 mathematics, grade 5 EVS, environmental studies, grade 5 language, grade 8 mathematics, grade 8 science, grade 8 language. Each scale has a range from 100 to 500. Each subject scale has different cut scores dividing the scale in your proficiency levels, because of which it is not possible to calculate a combined scale score by adding and averaging scores of different subjects. Please note that differing scales for the 3 subjects tested under grade 5 depicted in the example below. See, here they have given the example of grade 5. So let us see. Suppose in the language, below basic 100 to 76.43, basic 276.44, 299.99, proficient 300 to 343.56, advanced 343.57 to 500. This is for language. Then mathematics, basic below 100 to 245.35, basic 245.36 to 99.99, proficient 300 to 375.42 and advanced 375.43 to 500. EVS below basic 100 to 236.76, basic 236.77, 299.99, proficient 300 to 355.12, advanced 355.13 to 500. See, if you will see here in the scale given, the scales are different for language, mathematics, and EVS. What do the 4 levels in SAFAL proficiency scale indicates? The level under the SAFAL proficiency scales indicates a specific range of skills and understanding. Each level represents a set of competencies or knowledge that a student is expected to achieve at that level. These levels help us know where a student stands in their learning and what areas they might need to work on next. These are the 4 levels. Below basic, students hear how skills and knowledge that are from grades lower. For example, a grade 5 student in this category shows knowledge at a grade 3 level. Basic, students hear how skills and knowledge from one grade below. So a grade 5 students in this category shows knowledge at grade 4 level. Proficient, students at this level shows skills appropriate for their current grade, A, grade 5. Proficient in this category shows grade 5 competency. Advanced, students here show more advanced skills than their current grades. What are the numbers in brackets within each level of the proficiency scale? The proficiency scale for a basic specific grade and the subjects in SAFAL ranges from 100 to 500 and has 4 levels: below basic, basic, proficient, and advanced. The numbers in the bracket shows the scale score ranges for each scale. Hence, a scale score can be mapped to one of the 4 proficiency levels. For example, if in a given school, the average scale score of grade 5 on mathematics is 320, it means that the grade's performance falls in the proficient category. What are the scaled scores and how are they different from raw scores or percent correct scores? Scale scores are scores that have been adjusted from the original raw score to fit a consistent scale. Think of it like converting temperature between Celsius and Fahrenheit. Raw scores are the simple count of how many questions someone got right. For example, if there are 50 questions and a student answers 40 correctly, their raw score is 40. Percent score is just the raw score converted into percentage, like 40 out of 50 questions would be 80%. Now, what is scaled scores? However, take the raw score and adjust it, often to account for differences in test difficulty or to make scores from different tests comparable. It's a way to ensure fairness and consistency across test or test versions. Why does SAFAL use scale scores for reporting results? SAFAL is diagnostic assessment, hence using scale scores with proficiency levels offers detailed information to educators. This helps identify what competencies a student has mastered and where they can improve. SAFAL also uses scale scores to report results in a fair and consistent way across different test times. These adjusted scores make it possible to compare results even when tests are different. To illustrate the significance of the scale score, imagine 2 students, Shantanu and Priya. While Priya takes a relatively simple test A, Shantanu attempts the more challenging test B. If Priya's raw score on test A is higher, it doesn't automatically mean she is more skilled than Shantanu, especially considering the varying difficulty levels at the test. While raw scores might position Priya as the better performer, the scaled score could portray Shantanu in a more favorable light due to the test rigor. Scaled scores, by adjusting for test difficulty, provide a genuine measure of a student's capability. This method ensures consistent tracking of the progress regardless of test alternation or the specific group of students being assessed. Priya's performance on test A, which was easy, raw score is 80 and scale score is 250. Shantanu's performance on test B, which was difficult one, raw score 60 and scale score 300. Can scale scores be depicted in percentages? No, they cannot be shown as percentage. A scale score of 400 on a scale of 100 to 500 means the performance is in the advanced level for the grade and subject, but it doesn't mean they scored 400 out of 500 or 80%. Converting scale scores to percentage would be incorrect. It's best way to understand scale scores as they are along with their proficiency level descriptions without trying to turn them into percentage. Now, these are the FAQs on proficiency distribution. What does the proficiency distribution indicates? See, this is the proficiency distribution. This is below basic, basic, proficient, and advanced. Let us see FAQs related to this. What does the proficiency distribution indicates? The proficiency distribution divides students' achievement into 4 levels. It shows the percentage of students in your school, district, state, region, all participating schools in each proficiency level. Now, what does the percent on the proficiency scale mean? These are the percentage given. So let us see what it is. The percentage in the proficiency distribution shows how many students are in each level based on their SAFAL test results. For example, in the illustration above, for a given grade, the subjects 14.57% are the students who take the test from the school are in the below basic level, 45.03% are in the basic level, and so on. When we look at the performance of all the students in the Cbse region who took the test, only 12.71% are in the below basic level and 29.33% are in the basic level. What does it mean if there is no numerical marking on the proficiency level? See here, below basic, basic, proficient, and advanced. Sometimes the proficiency levels might not have numbers on them, as illustrated in the image above. This happens where there is no students in the proficiency level or the level's color band is too small to accommodate numbers. In that case, you will see the numbers percentage by moving your cursor over the level. What does it mean if school is not able to see particular proficiency level? This might happen when no student or a very small percentage of the students fall in a particular proficiency level. Why might the percentage in the proficiency distribution add up to more than 100? Sometimes when you add a percentage in the proficiency distribution, the total might not be exactly 100%. It could be bit more than 100%. This is because the percentage are rounded to the nearest 100 and then added. This is also observed in other large-scale assessment, such as the PISA assessment. The table below is an example of instances when the total might exceeds 100%. See, here original percentage are given and rounded off. Here it has been done. Okay, 46.08, we are writing 46.09, 21.39, 21.40. This is the rounded off percentage. Okay. FAQs on consolidated report. See, this is the consolidated report, school, region, state, district, and all. And this is second column shows that number of schools, how many schools were being participated in that, then number of students appeared, then average scale score. See, in the school level, 135, and the average score is 279.53. In this way, region, state, district, and all over India. Okay. What is the consolidated report? The consolidated report is a table that shows a quick overview. It tells how many students took the SAFAL test for a specific grade and subject in your school. It also shows the average scale score of the students. It is important to note that the purpose of the consolidated report is just to give an overview of the achievement of the students at various levels. District, state, region, all participating schools. It is not for any sort of comparison, and the school should be used only for making strategies for further development of the students' competencies. FAQs on competency report. This is the competency report. See, second grade level, basic level, then first grade level below, then as the grade level and above the grade level. Estimate sum, difference, product, and quotient of numbers. This is related to math. Express a fraction and decimal, notions of vice versa. This is given in detail. Okay, how do interpret the competency report? In the SAFAL assessment framework, under each subject, several competencies are assessed. SAFAL test each competency across different grade levels, 2 grade lower, 1 grade lower, at the grade level, and above the grade level. As a result, multiple questions are linked to each competency, targeting these different levels. As indicated by the column header in the table above, the competency table shows the percent of the students that correctly answer the questions of each competency targeted at the different grade levels. For example, as per the illustration given above, for the competency, identify and count in whole numbers and identify their relative magnitudes. 74% of the students correctly answer the question testing what competency targeted at 2 grade levels below. This granular analysis highlights areas of the student strength and pinpoints areas where additional supports might be needed. What do the term second grade level below, 2 grade level below, at grade level below, and above grade level signifies in the SAFAL competency report? In SAFAL assessment, students are evaluated in various levels, not just as their current grade. This method, referred to as scaffolding, helps uncover any learning gaps. For example, a grade 5 test assess skills not just a grade 5, but also at grade 3, grade 4, and advanced grade 5 level. This thorough evaluation helps teachers grasp the complete range of a student's abilities and areas that require attention. What do the percentage of the competency report mean? The percentage shows the percent of the students who correctly answered questions linked to a specific competency targeted at a particular grade level. Please note the percent of the students correctly answer questions for a specific competency at different grade levels will not sum up to 100%, unlike the proficiency distribution presented in the report. This is because the same students are assessed on a particular competency at different grade levels. What does a blank in the competency report mean? If you see a blank in the competency report, it means that there were no questions from the competency targeted at the grade level in the SAFAL test. See, how do I read and interpret the SAFAL report? Make sure refer to this understanding the SAFAL report document to correctly understand and use the SAFAL report. Can I print the SAFAL report? Yes. You can use the printout provided by using SAFAL reporting dashboard to either saving the SAFAL school reports as a PDF or directly print them. Can the school view individual students' reports from school? SAFAL is designed as a tool to diagnose areas where students can improve without creating high pressure situation. Its main goal is to assist schools in recognizing and addressing these gaps using specific strategies to avoid putting unnecessary pressure on students. SAFAL doesn't provide individual student level reports. It is a good decision taken by the SAFAL. You are not going to get individual student level reports. Can I add the average scale scores of different subjects to obtain a single average scale score for the school? The average scale scores of different subjects cannot be added together and average to create a single combined school score. This is because SAFAL has separated proficiency scales for each subject and grade combination tested. Each subject has its own unique scales. Can SAFAL results be compared with 1 year of the next? Yes, SAFAL results can be compared from one test administration to other. The use of the scale scores and the proficiency levels makes this comparison possible, even though different groups of students take the grade 5 SAFAL assessment in 2023 and 2024, and the tests are different for the 2 years. Is it possible to do a fair comparison of the school performance between these years? The use of the scale scores and the proficiency levels helps to make its comparison fair and equal across difficult years, different years, even when the test and the student setting for the test are different. What was the objective of the SAFAL pilot? The SAFAL pilot was launched digitally in February 2023. It included 1,887 Cbse affiliated schools and about 4,01,241 students across all the Cbse regions. The main goal of the SAFAL pilot were to check if the schools are ready for the SAFAL implementation, to review assessment items and tools for accuracy and relevance, to use the collected data to create performance standards for SAFAL. Completing the SAFAL pilot successfully is a big step for the assessment. We are grateful to the schools and the teachers and the students for their contribution. The SAFAL school reports for participating schools are now available on the SAFAL website. How were the cut scores for the SAFAL proficiency scale determined? The SAFAL pilot data was used to set clear standard for the SAFAL proficiency scale. A workshop was held bringing Cbse teachers, assessment experts, and Cbse leaders together to analyze the pilot data. Teachers used order item booklets which listed assessment questions by difficulty based on the pilot result. This helped understand questions, complexity, and possible student performance at the different levels. Teachers' marks suggested cutoff points for the 4 proficiency levels, and after reviving through the feedback and the consideration of the impact on the students' classification, final cutoff scores were decided. This process ensured the cutoffs were determined objectively and accurately reflected student abilities. Where can I access the SAFAL assessment framework? The SAFAL assessment framework handbooks are available under the handbook section of the Cbse academic website. So I hope all of you have understood regarding SAFAL report. This is all about for today related to circular number 104. Thank you. Thanks a lot for watching my channel. Keep updating yourself. If you are new to my channel, please, it is a kind request, like and subscribe it. If you are getting really useful information, it is conditional. Thank you. Keep updating yourself.